Hello, everybody inside the 30-day meditation challenge. I'm popping in here on Tuesday night, quarter to 9 p.m. Because I want to clarify some things about this challenge. First of all, I've gotten a few messages around what time will the meditations be at, and I've replied to them all saying, this I'm not guiding any meditations. Having said that, I'd be very happy to not guide meditations, but to do group calls where we do group healing. I will do that if I get enough interest. I need a minimum of 8 people. The Power of Eight by Lynn McTaggart is a great book and evidence of group, the power of the group for manifestations. Also at Dr. Joe's live events, there's the power of group healing. So if you're interested in participating in a group and you're serious about it, let me know, because I'm absolutely thrilled that you guys have joined, and I'm thrilled to guide you through this and to support you as best I can. On that note, I want to share why I created this challenge. So I've been a fan of Dr. Joe's work for several years, but it was recently, I would say maybe late last year, where I thought, I really, really want to learn this in depth because it's magical. As I was, I love the testimonials, and every day, for those of you who've included your email, which is most of you I know, if you haven't, then message me, because I know some people came in the group without submitting their email. But you'll get a daily testimonial by email. And because the testimonials for me were what did it, where I realized there's something really powerful in this, and the world needs to know. Like, all the world should know this and learn this. And that's fundamentally why I'm sharing this challenge. There's no other motive attached to it other than I firmly believe that this work needs to get out into the world. I'm very passionate about helping people to overcome mental health issues, and not even if you don't have any mental issues, just to maintain a good balance in life, because we're up against a lot of shit, basically. So it's one of my habits, my daily habits, is meditation, and I get so much from it. And I'm literally, I use the words today, tripping out on my meditations these days. Not always, but a lot of them. And the deeper you go, the more beautiful it becomes, and the more connected you are with the unseen and the divine. And that's where oneness is. That's where we drop the ego, and beautiful things emerge from that. Beautiful ideas, beautiful perspectives, and you just become a nicer person, really, and manage your stress better. So this is my humble contribution in the world. And I say humble because I'm not an expert. I have been studying this book in depth. I've read all of Dr. Joe's books. This is my second time reading Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And if you've been following the chapter summaries, you will know. Or if you were to see the book, the amount of underlines, I have been studying it. I did hear Dr. Joe say at one, I think it was on one interview or one when somebody was sharing a testimonial, he might have said it on the side. He was talking, yeah, that was it. Someone was sharing a testimonial, and he said, I want all of my, I think he called them technical leaders, or the people who are basically passing on the work and are in his inner circle, I guess. He said, I want them all to know the books inside out. And I thought, oh, okay, that sounds like a plan. I can do that. And I haven't even attended a live event yet. I'm attending my first one in May. I'm really, really excited about that. So, and yeah, I feel like I'm a lot more informed about the content, and that's why I highly, highly recommend you to read this book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, as well as to watch my videos, because I think I did a pretty good job on covering the content of each chapter. And don't be discouraged by chapter 1, because it is very technical and scientific, but it's good information. And it's really worth knowing, to realize that we're energetic beings. We're not physical beings. We're 99.99999% energetic beings. And I love how Dr. Joe goes into the science behind that. Anyway, what I want to share, the important information, is what I'm inviting you to do for the challenge. Because I want to let the world know and scream it from the rooftops that this work is so powerful. I would love you to document your journey of the 30 days and to complete a study that I will show you now in a moment. I'm going to share my screen and to complete that and share it with me so that I can say, and something quantifiable. Let me share first so you can see what I mean. No, not that. Okay, here we are in the group. Okay. So first of all, I just want to take you guys through the 30, oops, through the guide section. So if you're on a desktop, your guide section is here, and on the phone, I can't remember where it is on the phone, but it's near the top. You'll see guides, and that's where you'll get. In guide number 1, you have all the meditations. People were thinking that I was leading the meditations. No, I'm not. Dr. Joe does a much better job, and he's much better music in the background, and it's Dr. Joe's work we're here to follow. And also, people are at different stages. I meditate for at least 50 minutes every morning, 50. Some people meditate for 15 minutes. There's no right or wrong. Obviously, the longer you can meditate for, the more likely you are to go down from beta to alpha to theta. But if you can only do 15 minutes, the goal is to do it every day consistently and not to break the chain. Consistency is key. Even on the days where you think, oh, it was a crappy meditation today, it never was, because it's that daily practice. At some stage, it will click. So you can choose a meditation from this guide. There's lots of different ones that I shared here that are all free. They're on YouTube. So you can click through them and decide there's longer ones and shorter ones, and they're pretty good. Now, I have to admit that the ones on his website are better. They're higher quality. So you can go to drjoedispenza.com and you can purchase one if you like. And somehow I feel like we're more invested in it when we purchase it somehow. So if you can afford to do that, go ahead and do that. But otherwise, honestly, these are fine. There is testimonials where people just used these ones and just read his books and never attended a live event and they healed. So it's not necessary. Okay, so that's guide number 1. You'll find all the different meditations to choose from. There's a 15-minute morning and evening meditation. And there's lots more even than this. You can search yourself on YouTube and trust that whatever you find is the one for you. Okay, so guide number 2 contains, I've got 8 chapters so far, the summaries, and they're quite long. Today's one was 45 minutes, but some of them are just like 20 minutes. So, start at chapter 1 and work your way up. Ooh, I need to reorder those. I'll do that after chapter 2, chapter 3. Yeah, so work your way up to chapter 8, and I will be adding the next chapters. But I'm happy that I got as far as chapter 8 because that's parts 1 and 2 that are the essential background information. Part 3 of the book is more advice specifically on the meditation. So I'll get there. It's taken me quite a while to work through them. Okay, the third part, this is what I would love for you guys to do. Now, I would love you to read through the study questions before starting the challenge, but you don't complete it before the challenge because you need to do the challenge before completing this. So you add your name, or if you don't want to share your name, that's totally fine with me. You can use a pseudonym. It's just, if you feel like you'll be more honest and transparent without submitting your name, go ahead. But honestly, I'll keep it in complete confidence. You can trust me with that. And, maybe we could have a discussion afterwards. I'm here to support you. I really am, to make progress with this. So show up in the group and, tag me and be active. I'm gonna do a post too so that everyone can introduce themselves. And the thing is, when you share your victories, if you say, gosh, I really felt a shift today in my meditation, or this great thing happened, because you can visualize and manifest things. That's the objective too, at the end of the meditation, to really connect with that reality that you want to connect with. And if something happens, to share that and we can celebrate together. But not only that, it will inspire others. Other people will say, oh, well then I'm going to really commit to it. I can see that person really had a breakthrough. I'm going to really commit to it, because it can feel hard. It can feel, especially if you're new to meditation, it can feel really hard. So hang in there, and when you do have wins, please share them so that others can be inspired. Let's do this together as a team. Okay, so the questions, did you do the gratitude practice every single day? There's also, sorry, I forgot to mention, your requirement is to do at least a 15-minute meditation every day, or you can do morning and evening, or you can do a half an hour meditation. You decide. but every day is the key. Or like me, I do 50 minutes during the week and then I do longer on the weekends. You know, you can just decide on your schedule and stick to that. And make it your top priority, by the way, because it's totally life-changing. So if your mind, your ego might come in and say, you don't have time today. Yes, you do. You make time. You make this your top priority because the benefits are absolutely incredible. And it's not like instant gratification. You know, it can take time. So you have to be patient with it, but it's worth it. And also the gratitude practice, that's writing like a love note, a thank you note to somebody that's 1 or 2 minutes long. You do not have to send it to them. I sent my one today. I was shy, but I sent it to, I had a photo shoot yesterday and the photographer was just amazing. And so I wrote a thank you note. And then I took a photo of it and sent it. So you know, you'll make someone happy if you, but there's no obligation to send it. But the idea is to exercise your gratitude muscle, because also if you're doing it as a daily practice and you'll be in the morning, like I have a bullet journal and I write it as a task every morning to do my gratitude note. And you'll be thinking, oh, who can I write it about today? Oh, great, that person. You know, your prefrontal cortex will be kind of looking, and so you start to appreciate things more. So it's really powerful. Okay, how long did you meditate on average every day? Now, let me, on that note, just go to the meditation log. This is not something that you share with me. I just set it up to help you. It's a file in the Facebook group that you have to make a copy. This is the master. You cannot edit this one. So you just click on File, make a copy, and you save it to your own Google Drive. And then you just write down, you know, what meditation you chose. You know, it can be a note to yourself, you know, which one, length of time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30, whatever length it was. Or if you meditated twice, 2 by 15 minutes, whatever. Maybe you want to meditate for 4 or 5 hours a day, you know, knock yourself out, go for it. Don't literally knock yourself out, but you might be pretty knocked out after that. Anyway, and then your 1 to 2 minutes of conscious gratitude practice, which is that gratitude note, which takes an average of 1 to 2 minutes. Of course, you can do much longer. But again, the key here is habit. And that's why I purposely put it short, because we want to build the habit. So start small. And then if you notice that you're going longer, brilliant. So then you can make a daily note of your well-being on a daily basis. And it'll be interesting for you to see after the 30 days, did that change? And also, this is metacognition, is looking at self-evaluation, self-awareness. What did I do well in my meditations? What could I have done better? You could make that note after you meditate. What went well for me in this meditation? What was really frustrating? And I'll be talking about that during the challenge, you know, how to overcome those frustrations in meditation and that voice that says, you're not good enough at meditation, you can't meditate. That's all rubbish. We do not listen to those voices. If you're sitting there and you're doing it to the best of your abilities, you are meditating. So yeah, I'll give you some tips on not succumbing to that voice, that devil on our shoulder. We all have one. So, okay, so that's the log that you are welcome to. Again, it's not obligatory, but it can be helpful, especially for completing the study. You know, when you're typing these questions, there's 15 short questions. It's like 5 or 6 minutes to fill out. How long did you meditate each day on average? So you'll know if you noted it down or you just give a rough average. How would you rate your overall well-being before the start of the program? So think about that now, before the program starts. How would you rate your overall well-being? On a scale of 1 to 10, it can be hard to quantify. I realize that. So you can break it down, you know, you can divide it into, well, you know, depending on X, Y, Z, you know. You can expand on that, and you can let me know at the when you're submitting the study, you know, you can share those comments with me. But in general, how would you say your well-being is? How would you rate your overall well-being after completing the program? So hopefully it will have improved. That would be the intention. But it really, you also get to choose what you want to get from these 30 days. Set an intention. That's really important. Set an intention. What is it that I want to get from these 30 days? What is my goal? Do I want to feel more abundant? Do I want to feel healthier? Do I want to have improved relationships? You know, if you have something, a specific thing, and maybe it's like, do I want to reduce my anger? Do I want to reduce my judgment? You know, you can pick one thing. The best thing is to keep it small and achievable, so that you can really, you know, observe the progress, and then you get something tangible from the 30 days. And then did you notice any physical benefits like sleeping better, etc.? By the way, I mean, I I sleep like a baby now, since quitting sugar and alcohol. And I have succeeded in quitting sugar and alcohol because I was visualizing it and because of the meditation. It's become so much easier for me. And I've got improved sleep as a result of that, as a result of quitting the sugar and alcohol. But I would say it's really as a result of meditation, because I think that's what got me there. It's just, you start to, when you're intentional and you're meditating, things will align for you. Okay, the next one. If you answered yes to the previous question, describe the physical benefits, if you could be specific, I had 10 warts and they fell off, for example. No, that's from chapter 8, and it's an example I shared today in the summary. A man had 10 warts and they fell off overnight. So if you have warts, it's in the book. It's in chapter. I'm thinking, Neve, what an example to choose. But like, whatever. If there's some physical benefit that you notice, you would type it there. Okay. Did you notice any mental or emotional benefits from the program? So it's important to really contemplate these, because sometimes we don't notice the benefits. We're like, oh my God, I used to be XYZ and now I'm not. Oh my God, I used to get these heart palpitations. I realize they're gone. So we don't even notice, we forget. So it's good to write down and notice, what, even if they're small little things, what physical ailments are there, and notice if they reduce or disappear. Okay, if you answered yes, please describe in more detail. Number 11, did you focus on manifesting something specifically during the program? And that's, what I suggested earlier. If you answered yes to the previous question, please share any improvements you noticed. So it's good to, go through this questionnaire periodically, and I'll be reminding you of that in the group, because the more mindful you are of it, the more likely you are to get results from it. What did you learn from this program? What was the biggest benefit of following this program? I'm asking you these questions because I will hope to use them as a testimonial, because my goal is for 100 people to go through this and to complete this, because then I have, I think with 100 people in the study, I can really share benefits of it. And I'm confident that there will be benefits from it. I really want I keep on singing, the Coca-Cola song. And it's such a bad example, but I'd like na, 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 the world to be in perfect harmony. Something, the Coke advertisement from I want the world to live in perfect harmony. So if they're going to do that with Coke. But anyway, but I want the world to live in perfect harmony. I realize that's a little bit ambitious, but I know that it's going to have a positive impact on the world by more people doing these kinds of meditations. I'm not saying Dr. Joe meditations are the meditations. I know there's many other types that are also equally powerful, but Dr. Joe is great at getting the results of, the healing. So that's why I really think if you're looking for a type of meditation, and you might find, oh, but I don't like his voice, but get past that, because he knows what he's doing and he gets the results basically. And yeah, I mean, I have such profoundly beautiful trips. Yeah, in my meditations now, that with his voice and with the music is fabulous. That yeah, I really believe his meditations are great. And I used to meditate without music in the background, sometimes for 2 hours. I did a 44-day stint of 2-hour daily meditations. Without any music, and that's a different kind of experience, and it's also powerful. But there's something really beautiful. I really like, especially at the end of his meditations, and the music that comes in, you just feel blissed out, and you're really living that reality that. And that's it. You don't even need the reality then, because you have the feeling related. Whatever it is that you want. If you're feeling that and being that in the meditation, it's like you don't need your reality to be any different than it is, your current reality, because you're generating the feeling already. And that's the big secret about why this meditation is so powerful. Because then you want for nothing, because you have everything inside of you. And when you realize that, that's Nirvana. Okay, so that's the questions. Hopefully I have explained, and hopefully it's clear to you guys. Let me just check if there's anyone on live. If there's any questions, or if you're catching the replay, please comment below with any questions. I want to support you as much as possible, but I want you also to support each other. And so please don't be shy to post. This was completely free, this meditation. And so if you find it valuable, your way of paying it forward will be to post your experiences in the group and to really go all in on the meditation so that you can share some good news and some wins. Yeah, so set that intention for yourself to really be committed. Okay, and I can't find myself. Let me just see. I'm just looking for the group. Yes, I found the group. And yes, good. Okay, right. Okay, so some viewers, but there's no comments. But if you have any questions, if anything I said there was not clear, please let me know. And I'm excited. I'm going to share on Thursday. I'm going to come in here Thursday, the night before we start, just for a pep talk. I don't really know, but I know that I'm going to just energetically be here and to get you guys started. I'm excited for this. And also, even though I'm already meditating, I'm also committed to upping my focus and really being present in my meditations and to go deeper. And I'm holding the vision that this 30-day challenge will have a positive effect in the world. So I'd be grateful for your help. And also, please share it with others. Please invite friends along as well. Oh, and there's one final thing. If there's some people that cannot start on the first, if you've got some empêchement in French, some appointment, or if you can't start until the 6th, that's fine. Choose your 30 days yourself, but just commit to the 30 days consistently. And if there's a day where you're really just feeling, oh, I just can't do it today, just set your timer for a minute, hand on heart, and just be still. And that is your meditation. So you have not broken the chain. Best of luck. Lots of love. I'm going to walk my dog now.